Well, the Liberty Flames 4-game losing skid is history. Here in Boiling Springs, North Carolina on this Saturday afternoon, Liberty takes care of Gardner-Webb by the final score of 33-17. Alongside Matt Camiri, my name is Nick Pierce, and the Flames even their record with the victory at 4-4 on the season. Matt, I think any win is a good win right now for the Flames. They're certainly happy to be off the schneid.
Absolutely. You know, they're coming into this game with a 4-game losing streak. They knew they had to get the win today, and they knew that Gardner-Webb was an opponent to where they could capitalize on a lot of things. And what we talked about in the pregame radio show, Nick, they were able to. They got turnovers. They were able to establish a good run game. They made some crucial passes, and just overall they were able to contain Tyrell Maxwell.
Yeah, we all knew Tyrell Maxwell coming in was the straw that stirs the drink for Gardner-Webb offensively. He was involved in about 90% of their offense coming in. Let's take you back here to the first quarter. Flames were able to get on the scoreboard first on this 40-yard touchdown pass from Buckshot Calvert to Antonio Gandy-Golden. Flames would miss the PAT, but it was good to see him get on the board first early on.
Yeah, we saw Buckshot try a lot of deep passes today, and this one Antonio Gandy-Golden just had him wide open in the end zone, was able to find him after moving out of the pocket a little bit, put a great ball on him for the touchdown. Antonio Gandy-Golden beat his guy. I think his guy was standing at the 5-yard line, and just made a great play on the ball.
Yeah, nice little double move there from AGG, got the Flames on the board. Then second quarter, Gardner-Webb would respond. Tyrell Maxwell says, I can do that too. 40-yard bomb to Brody Rowlands. Rowlands able to get into the end zone and give Gardner-Webb the lead 7-6 after the running Bulldogs did hit the PAT. Flames would trail it. Later in the second quarter, Flames would take the lead back. Buckshot Calvert finding Damian King this time. 22-yard strike with 29 seconds to go. And the Flames with a quick strike offense there, only 2 plays to get to the end zone.
Yeah, we saw that Buckshot was in the pocket. He had Damian King come across the middle, and Damian finished with 8 receptions for 108 yards. Great day for him. And when he came across the middle, it wasn't really a slant, but it was just a crossing pattern. Was able to beat his defender, was right in front of him for about a yard or so into the end zone. Just a great play, great ball by Buckshot.
Flames would fail on the 2-point conversion attempt, took a 12-7 lead into the locker room at halftime. Early second half, Flames leading 12-7, get an interception from Jeremy Peters. And that's another INT for Tyrell Maxwell. He had 3 last week against Kennesaw State. That was big because later the Flames would turn it into points. Carrington Mosley with a touchdown run put Liberty up 19-7. And Simo had a big day today, Matt. 123 yards rushing on the ground with a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, he ran with force today, and the offensive line was open a lot of holes, and he was able to create his own as well. He had a great touchdown run down here on this near end zone to us now, where he just one cut outside and was able to get in the end zone. A lot of great plays from him, a lot of aggressive running, which is what we have missed the past few weeks from the Flames.
Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Gardner-Webb getting it to a 9-point deficit with a field goal at the end of the third. Then Jalen Cagle here on this big run, 37 yards to pay dirt. All of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, we saw Jalen Cagle was the actual one of the star for Gardner-Webb today. He was able to come out with a lot of big runs. Was very elusive, hard to tackle, ran hard for a smaller back, busted through the line, seemingly untouched for that 37-yard gain, and just took off. No one could catch him.
There were a few busted plays today for the Flames, who otherwise played pretty well on defense. But Cagle taking it to the end zone to cut it to 19-17 at that point. Flames would get another touchdown, though, on this after this 3rd and 15 play here. Cephas Reddick sitting down inside the 5-yard line to set the Flames up here, first and goal for Carrington Mosley, his second rushing score of the day. Flames would expand the lead 26-17 at that point. Then the Flames able to close it out on special teams and defense. Gardner-Webb trying to get a field goal here to cut it to 1 score, and it's De'Avante Brown with a big block. Chris Turner taking it all the way back, almost all the way to the house. I thought he had it.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. I mean, it looked like he was gone. It looked like he just had the sideline, but it was a great block, great push from that field goal block unit, and De'Avante Brown got credited with the block, and it was a crazy block because it ricocheted, and Chris Turner was able just to pick it up and take off downfield, put the Flames in great field position, sort of ice the game a little bit as well. It was great to see the defense and the special teams step up in that way in this game. We've seen them do some great things, and then seen them not do some great things over the past 4 games, so it's great to see them get back into their groove.
And if that didn't ice the game, this did. Jeremy Peters, his second INT of the game. This one, he'll take it all the way to the house. Pick 6, put the Flames up at that point, 33-17. And Peters with a 3rd interception after that. It's a career high for him. Flames walk away with a victory, 33-17. 3 more interceptions this week for Tyrell Maxwell, who finished 13 of 32 passing. On the other side, Buckshot Calvert for Liberty, 21 of 34 passing. He threw for 333 yards and 2 scores as the Flames get the victory. They are now 4-4. Afterwards, we caught up with head coach Turner Gill and some of the Flames players.
Well, I'm just proud of the way they came out and played. That was an overall win there. Offense played some good things there. Defense played some good football. Special teams there. We just had to miss extra point, but other than that, everything was pretty good. And I like the way our team responded when they had to respond. Again, I think that 97-yard drive we had with the offense, that was huge. And so we kept answering when we had to do a block there on their field goal. When we had to make a play, we made plays. Had some interceptions there by our defense. And that's the way I want to see our team play. And it's great to see our guys respond when they had some adversity and make plays when you have to.
Kind of emotional. You know, it's been a long drought of not winning, but I'm glad that we got the win today. It was a must-win today. As you know, we lost 4 games in a row. We had to bounce back today. Today was the day. It couldn't be no other game. Today was the day, and we plan on winning out from here.
I really think this was huge, just for where we were as a standpoint in our team in this season. We needed this a lot. And just to come out here and do this, it was an entire team effort. So, I mean, it's truly humbling and a blessing to come out here and get this win to get our team on track.
Well, the Flames were able to get the ground game going with Simo early on, and a big game for him. But obviously missing Todd Macon here today. That was big to see him. And also Frankie Hickson had some nice runs in there as well. Flames offense did enough. Overcame some penalties, 9 penalties today. I know that's not going to look real good for the Flames in the film room. Then also the Flames defense did let up 480-plus yards, but still improvements from last week, and that's what you like to see.
That's what you like to see, absolutely. We didn't play too far behind this game. That's sort of been the Achilles heel for this team, is they've always been playing from behind. They've tried to play catch up every single game that they've been down early in, and they were able to stick with it. Defense did contain Tyrell Maxwell, still gave up a lot of rushing yards, but was able to contain the big threat in Tyrell Maxwell. Normal day for Buckshot Calvert in the passing, but it was great to see our running game get established with Carrington Mosley running hard, physical, was able to get 2 scores, and all those penalties that you mentioned, Nick, can be corrected in the film room and in practice. It's a lot of it's procedural stuff. The coaches will get them in the film room tomorrow. They'll look at it, erase it, and get ready for Duquesne next week.
Yeah, and Buckshot Calvert with a couple more passing touchdowns today. He's now 2 passing TDs away from breaking the single-season Liberty record. And he'll have a chance to do that next week when the Liberty Flames welcome Duquesne to Williams Stadium. That'll be a 3:30 kickoff, and we'll be on the air with live radio coverage starting at 2 p.m. when we're back in the friendly confines on the Liberty University campus. But for now, Flames will celebrate a win, 33-17 over the Running Bulldogs from Gardner-Webb. For Matt Camiri, my name is Nick Pierce from Boiling Springs, North Carolina for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.